that's just the way it is. All right, we are recording. Good evening, Diesel Dynasty. It is November 13th, team call Tuesday, and I just wanted to come in and just have a pretty candid chat and share vision and just share what's going on in November and get ourselves ready for the beginning of the year and get ourselves ready for Transform 20, which is right around the corner. It doesn't feel like it's right around the corner, but we're already in November. I don't know how the year flew by this quickly, but it did. So we are going to get ourselves moving and shaking. So I just want to go over some November announcements really quick before I get into the meat of the call. So all challenge packs, or basically the most important challenge packs, are discounted $20. So definitely take advantage of that. I've definitely been talking to a lot of people, following up, a lot of people who had price objections. I have been following up with them, just restarting conversations and letting them know that in November, they get a $20 discount on the challenge pack that they wanted. And it can be as simple as the regular Beachbody On Demand challenge pack for $140. Guys, we haven't seen a challenge pack for $140 for a couple of years, I want to say. Back when we were just selling the DVD pack and Shakeology. So if you're not taking advantage of this, you are totally shooting yourself in the foot. Take advantage of this. So next, step it up in November. There's a promotion. If you earn 1 Success Club point, you will get an email between December 4th and I forgot the other date. It's early in December, letting you know that you earned the step for Transform 20. So make sure you're hitting at least Success Club 1 in November to get that step, because it's built specifically for the program. And based on what I've been seeing with the step and the moves and just the previews that I've seen, you want a smaller step. I think those really big ones, those Reebok steps, I guess it's the ones that we're familiar with in our step aerobics classes, if we ever took one, are a little larger. And I don't know, I'm sure you can use it, but I don't know, Shanti's working really fast with those feet on that little step. So definitely go for that. Of course, the goal is always to hit Success Club, because that means that you are growing your business, you're growing your team. So definitely hit that. Chris Downing's group for Shift Shop, entrance into his coach test group ends on the 18th. Oh, I lost somebody. And the way to earn your spot in there is to sell a challenge pack, to sell a completion pack, or to purchase your own accessory pack if you want to be in the group with Chris Downing. I actually am waiting for my email to be accepted into the group, so I'm just waiting for that. What's coming up on the 20th through the 26th is the Black Friday sale that Beachbody has every single year, and the programs are super highly discounted. This is gear, accessories. I'm wondering what else they're going to put up, because usually they put up old DVD packs. So I'm wondering what they're going to put up this year, but that's going to be happening on the 20th of November. So I guess the 20th through the 26th are going to be holding it, and that's while supplies last. And when things are gone, they are gone. All right. So the purpose of my call today is just to really encourage you to take advantage of the end of the year. I know we're tired. I know the teachers on my team, you guys are exhausted. It's like the kids are on break already, and Thanksgiving break isn't even anywhere close. What, you have 10 more days. I know it's a crazy season right now, but this is the time when, yes, you're tired. Take a deep breath, take a quick break, and just keep moving forward, because this is the time where teams are built and momentum starts for January. You want to be the person somebody thinks about when they're ready to get started in January. Consistency in your posts, consistency in your workouts, consistency in having that transformation, consistency in inviting behind the scenes matters, especially right now, because that will make a difference in your January. January through March is a really, really, really busy season. You want to capitalize on that. You want to make sure that you're helping as many people as you can. And the way to do that is to plant seeds like crazy right now. So the first thing I wanted to share with you, I have the Snoop group officially open for Transform 20. Guys, I did the work. I partnered with Adriana Menendez and with Tabitha Bogue. We are both on Team Black for Diesel Nation Olympics. So we are like on fire. We are moving forward. The group is set up. The units have been set up. All you need to do is invite. What I'll do is I'll also provide you a script for inviting people to that Snoop group. I mean, literally everything is done for you. I will share with you my Google app that I created for this. Like, everything's done for you. So it's a matter of getting people in that group so they can see what Transform 20 is about. They'll get the calendar, the hybrid calendar for Shanti workouts to get yourself prepared for Transform 20. And I have heard time and time again that no matter what preparation you do, it's still going to be a challenge. So we definitely want to get our clients existing, our coaches on our team, everybody, getting them into the Snoop group and getting them back on track with following that hybrid calendar through the holidays, following either To Be Mindset or the portion control system. Either one of those things, get them into that habit. So in January, when we start, we can get them started off with a bang. So I've posted already the group. Go ahead and click on that invite and I will approve you into that group. Start inviting those who are interested. Start talking about it on IG stories. I actually did a highlight on my IG story. So if you want to take what I did there and either do the same thing or do your own version of it, go for it. That way people see your stories, you're promoting it, you're talking about it. Go for it. Right now, it's okay to be obnoxious about your business, coaching, and your challenge group. Go for it. You want to be on the front of everybody's minds. All right. So while you have, I'm looking at my notes. So while you are while you're adding people to that Snoop group, in there is the time to get them started. You want to get them started with the BOD Challenge Pack because they're going to follow the hybrid calendar that Becky Brose created. And it's all Shanti programs, and I'm on day 2, and I'm really, really sore. I started it yesterday, and my legs are killing me. I forgot how much my legs hurt with a Shanti program. But anyway, goes to show what we're up to expect. So with them starting with Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, this gives them the opportunity to fall in love, number 1, the program, number 2, with our group setting, number 3, with Shakeology. That way, when it's time for Transform 20 to launch, they're all in to unlock the program and go all in to be a coach so they can jump into Shanti's test group. And those who were in the original test group say that Shanti was in there basically daily, even with his busy schedule, with the boys, with all the craziness that was going on. He was in the group constantly, and the motivation that he has to offer and the encouragement that he has to offer is beyond what we understand, what we know, what we've already heard in his programs. So just get ready and get excited about this. This is a huge launch, guys. Get behind this launch. So important. All right, so let's change gears here. We have Transform 20 coming up. Shift Shop is currently happening. If you've jumped on the Shift Shop bandwagon, go for it. If you're still doing Lift 4, awesome. The point is to share your story and share what's going on. Now is not the time to be stuck. Unstick yourself, whether it's personal development, whether it's reaching out to myself, reaching out to your coach, reaching out to your upline coach, reaching out to a success partner, anybody. Have the conversation, release whatever it is that's holding you back, and jump in this game, because the only way to get unstuck is to unstick yourself. Period. End of story. You need to go. I know it's icky and it's yucky, and sometimes being stuck, you're frustrated. Trust me, my August was horrendous. I was dealing with some PTSD. Of the evening my mom passed away, and it was really hard for me to just function on a normal basis. I was sleeping maybe an hour or 2 a night. It was a really difficult time, and I was finally able to get out of that. I was in the upswing finally by the middle of September. It was rough, and I get it. I know. I've been through hard. I've been through sticky situations. I've been through tough stuff. If you need to chat, know that I am here. We can set up a coffee date. And if you're out of town, we can set up a Zoom call and have some coffee. I'm all in for that. So if you need help with personal development, if you need help with action steps, if you need help with scripts, I posted so many scripts that I've been using, and I've actually been putting it on my keyboard here. It's the predictive text, makes it super easy to just knock out 20 invites in 10 minutes. And it's the fastest thing you can do and without thinking. That's what we're doing right now. It's just going for it. You feel it in your gut and just go, because that's when you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor. Right now, you just have to double up your invites and just go all in, because eventually one of those seeds is going to land in beautiful, delicious, wonderful, mineral-rich soil, and somebody's going to want to get started with you, but you cannot stop. Stay consistent. Okay. So I posted the scripts for you. I want you to reach out to a success partner. There's some of you actually that are on the Diesel Nation Olympics right now. Team Black, Team Yellow. I think there's Team Red representing in our team. Are you listening to the calls that coaches are doing? Are you really all in? Did you reach out to a success partner within your team Olympic or your Diesel Nation Olympic team? I've hooked on with 2 other coaches, and we are just like all in, going all in. Do that. I promise you, it helps so much to have somebody helping you and being on the same team with you, and just like supporting you and encouraging you and just really being there with you, right? Okay. But he put here, my husband's a stud in my notes. He would, right? Okay, so with all that said, I know I'm throwing all these things, action steps, and go for it, and do this, and all that stuff. Be consistent. Be patient. I think we find ourselves losing patience with doing something for a week, and then we give up. We're like, oh, I don't see any fruits of our labor, or I don't see any hope in this. And I want to share with you that Lindsay Matway, I'm in a group with Lindsay Matway and Maura Kusaba and Melissa McAllister and Christina Delgado. It's called Fearless Recruiting. And, we have to post every week. We're tracking our income. We're tracking our Success Club points. We're tracking the customers we acquire. We're tracking the team with coaches. We're tracking our downline coaches. We're tracking everything, and we track our income also. And I've posted and I've been putting everything out there, and I've shared with this group. I'm saying, my God, I have worked double, triple. I've put so much effort into these few months, and I'm seeing nothing. Well, Mama Bear Matway posted, she commented directly to me. She says, Christina, just know that the amount of effort that you're putting in, it is not going to be in vain. In my experience, this is Lindsay Matway speaking. In my experience, you will see the fruit of your labor. The harvest will come in about 3 months. So just keep doing what you're doing. Stay consistent and be patient, because you will see the fruits of that labor. Brittany Leggett also is, 15-star coach. She knows what she's doing. She has said it before. She says, at the beginning of this business, you will work your tail off for not much, right? But then there's going to be a turning point in your business, and you're going to work not as much for a whole lot. And you're going to wonder how in the world that happened. But it happened because of your consistency and because of your patience. So I want to encourage you to just keep going. I'm in the trenches with you. After my mom passing away, like everything was just crazy, and it's like I'm starting over again myself. So I am in the trenches with you, and I'm taking action, and I'm doing the uncomfortable action of inviting, cold inviting, just messaging people out of the blue and inviting them to my groups, inviting them to coaching, inviting them to my sneak peek, inviting them to everything, because that connects me with them, and I can build a relationship with them even if they say no. I've provided you with the invite that makes it not scary, and it gives people the opportunity to say no if they need to. So how do I keep coming back and coming back and coming back, even when I get a million no's, even when I'm filled with an entire day filled with no's, I take a look at my vision. So Moira Kusaba is a top 10 coach. I think she was number 6 or 7, like amazing. She asked us to answer this question. And I would love for you to answer this question as well, because I think it's an important question. I think it's a powerful question, and I want you to just write. There's no thinking involved at all. Once you hear the question, I'm going to give you some prompts. I'm going to give you some ideas to think about this vision, because when I did it, I just filled pages and pages worth of my vision, okay? So that's the first step. I'm gonna ask you the question, and I just wrote, and numbers came out that I was like, why that number? That's so strange. Listen, let your brain just flood the pages, okay? So I just want you to write. So here is the question. If you had all the money and time in the world in 2 to 3 years, how would you live your life? Here's the question again. If you had all the money and the time in the world, if you had all the money and time in the world in 2 to 3 years, how would you live your life? So here's some things to think about. Would you live where you live? How would you spend your time? What would you do during the summers? Would you continue doing what you're doing in your career, in your job? Or would you do something different? Or would you do Beachbody full-time? Some people don't want to quit their full-time jobs. They're completely in love with it. Would you volunteer in your child's class? Would you volunteer at a hospital? Would you give to charity? How would you spend your summers? What car would you be driving? What would your house look like? Who would you help? Do you have family members that you could help? What else? Are there improvements that you would do to your house? Just think. Are there activities that you would do that you don't do now? This is the most powerful question, like hands down, that I have ever answered in my life. So that's the first part. I want you to just write. Don't even think, just write, just write, just write. Whatever comes out, there's nothing ridiculous at all. So the purpose of you writing this down is that your brain is now aware of your vision, right? It's out in the open, it's written on paper. That's the first part, you have it out. And your brain, now that you've written everything out, your brain will now look for opportunities to make these things happen. And the second part of this exercise is every night in your same journal where you have your vision, you're going to read it every morning. That's the first thing you're going to do before you pick up the phone to check the time, before you pick up the phone to check messages or whatever the case may be. You're going to read your vision. It's the first thing you're going to do every morning, right? That way your brain on that day will create those opportunities to make this happen. And then every single night, you're going to go back into your journal and you're going to write book of proof. And the book of proof, this is powerful, book of proof. I have been doing it. And every day I write down things that happen that like prove that my vision is coming alive. I thought she was crazy. I thought Moira was woo-woo. I thought she was losing her mind. But I said, you know what? She's top 10 for a reason. And if she does this, something must be working, right? So I did it. And every single night, there's something. Every single night, I write down what it is that happened that is leading me closer to the vision that I wrote in here. This should make you cry. Every day I read it. I'm like, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. And I write it as if it's today, like I'm living it right now. So write your vision. Answer that question. If you had all the money and time in the world in 2 to 3 years, how would you live your life? It's super important. Write it all down. Everything. I even wrote down that I love inviting to the business opportunity and to my challenge groups. It's hard for me to invite, guys. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, but I've been doing it and I read it. I show up daily to win the day. Every day I'm checking off everything for win the day. Print that sheet out. Use it. It works. It shows you where your holes are. It shows you where you need to work harder. It shows where you need to get uncomfortable. But if you do it, I promise you, you're going to see change. Like crazy. Do this. Okay. So that's homework. You don't need to share your vision with me. Share with me your journal. That way I know you have it. But please, 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 for a week, try it for a week. And you're going to see, like, it's incredible. I'm still like, what? Crazy. So I'm going to leave you with that because it's already been like, what, 25, 30 minutes that I've been jabbering away. But I want to encourage you to not give up right now. You may be tired, but I want you to just go, move forward, fight for your business. Remember your why. Remember your purpose. Write down your vision, and that will fuel you. There are days that I don't want to do anything, but I read my vision and I'm like, nope, I got to do my win the day. I got to make these calls. I got to send these messages, have to send these invites. And I'm also accountable to 2 other people that I've partnered with. And I got to make sure that I'm showing, look, I'm doing them. I'm doing my stuff. Because if not, what you don't do in public or what you don't do in private is going to show up in public. Or what you do in private, it's going to show up in public. So whatever you're doing behind the scenes, it's going to show, right? All right, guys, I love you tons. I know I lost a couple of you. I lost Jen. But hopefully this records. If not, it was all for naught. Ah. All right, have an amazing night. Hopefully the recording will pop up. When it does, I will add it to the page. If you have any questions, if you need help, if you need scripts, if you need help with objections, guys, I'm here. This is my full-time job now. I'm available. All right, guys. Love you.